Today I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to eat vegetables. So first thing I do, I put them in a bowl, and I'll do a few carrots. Despite what the keto police say, you can actually eat a couple carrots and not get kicked out of ketosis, especially these tiny ones. All right, and then I'll take other veggies like green beans or something. I really like green beans. And then all I just add 2 more ingredients. Thank you, Gubsy. Hey, what's up, Marley? And then I just add avocado oil or like melted butter would be good. And ranch seasoning. You can get the McCormick one at Costco, which is a little better. The video paused, and then you just add it in there. And mix it all up. And then I air fry them until they almost burn. So I really like roasted carrots when they become soft. But if you want to make them feel like that in like 15 minutes, you kind of just have to burn them a little in the air fryer. So that's what I do. I just dump this out. Yes, Jay, you can have a few carrots on keto. Notice how it's mostly green beans on this tray. Your house looks amazing. Hey, thank you, educator. And then I do like 15 minutes at 400 in the air fryer. This is a smaller batch, so I might do less, maybe 10 minutes. All right, now I have to rinse off my hands, so let me change the camera. Yeah, burned veggies are the best veggies. Okay. Hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday. Hello from Virginia. Hey, shout out to Virginia. Oh, shout out to my friend Jerosap. What's good? Your house looks amazing. You guys decorated beautifully. Thank you so much, Laura. It's all Anna. She has hold on. I'm drying my hands. She has been just on overdrive as far as getting this house complete because the baby gets here very soon. So, the clock is just ticking down, and every day she tells me to do something. Most of it, I don't get done. I'm not gonna lie. Like those, if you guys remember, it may have been Thursday, I ended the live, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put together these shoe cabinets. I got to step 1 on the shoe cabinet, and the little piece on the picture didn't look like the one that came in the box, so I just walked away and said, I'm not doing this. Because I don't want to mess it up. Like, that's my problem. There's like apps like TaskRabbit where you can have somebody come help you. Anna's a very do-it-yourself type of person. So I told her, I was like, I'm going to get on TaskRabbit tomorrow and find somebody for like $40, and then we'll get this cabinet put together and it'll get done. But she insisted on doing it herself. So her 9-month pregnant self sat down on the floor and got all the way done, and I just had to help her with the last few parts. And by the way, while she did that, I was like, I felt bad she was doing it, so I had to at least try to do something. So I went upstairs to install this shower head that she wants me to install. I did it totally wrong. It was leaking, and it kind of just verified my point about just don't make me install things because I will probably mess them up. I'm good at making videos, but that's about it. Will you ever put decoration on top of your cabinets? We've thought about putting lights up there. I don't know about decorations because it's such a small area. What's up, Mac? Yeah, Karen, Mama Snacks has been taking care of business. But yeah, we put our own lights underneath the cabinets, and it looks good. It like lights up the countertops. And we've thought about putting them on top of the cabinets too. But there's no outlet up there, so it would be kind of hard. Hey, thank you, Jin. Pull-ups are my favorite thing ever, and I'll tell you guys what I like about them. So, if you're a woman and you saw me doing like 9 pull-ups or whatever in a row, I think the most I've ever done consecutively is 12. But women have a much harder time doing pull-ups, and it's actually an accomplishment for a lot of women to even do their first pull-up. So don't see that video and be like, oh, I'm so far behind. It's just it's a gender thing when it comes to pull-ups for whatever reason. But it's like, that is the one workout where I just really enjoy doing it. And when I lived with my parents, when I was like 19, 20, I had a pull-up bar in the house. And I would just, when I'd go to the bathroom, I would do a couple. If I would go down to the kitchen, I would do a couple. I was just always doing pull-ups. And it really like, I've always had like a strong back because of that. So whenever I go to lift weights or whatever, I can do pretty heavy weights on my back because I've just always, pull-ups have always been a part of my life. And if anyone can find some sort of exercise that you enjoy, like even if it's doing air squats, or if you hang around people who are like competitive, maybe someone will do 100 push-ups and challenge you to do 100 push-ups. Like if you can just put yourself in situations or construct your house where you have one thing you can do every day, it'll totally make it easier to stay consistent. Because now, on a lazy day, now that I have a pull-up bar again, I don't have to go to the gym and do this full workout with like 12 sets of a bunch of different exercises. I could just go do pull-ups for 20 minutes and say, all right, I worked out today. And even if your like garage is crammed and it's hot, like if you put a little elliptical or exercise bike or like a used treadmill in there, and you just go out there for 20 minutes, or even better, if you just go outside and walk for 20 minutes, you can check that box of I did something good for myself today. And when you check that box enough days in a row, it changes how you feel about yourself and the story you believe about yourself. And then any other health endeavor that you go on becomes easier to stick to, because now you have a reason to believe in yourself. And that's like a huge part of even succeeding on keto or whatever health change you're trying to make, is just believing that you can do it. Because prior to starting keto, I had never been able to stick to anything, yet alone a diet, which is like the hardest thing to stick to. And then instead of trying to just jump straight into keto, my health journey started with simply putting blueberries in my Frosted Flakes. And you do that every day for a few weeks, and you start to change how you feel about yourself. You're like, whoa, I'm the type of person who does things for himself that will improve my health. And then after that, I was like, all right, maybe I'll start drinking green smoothies. And then I started trying to eat healthier, like whatever I thought healthier was back then. And then eventually I learned about low carb and keto and started that and started seeing success. But like, you really just have to start with something tiny that you can do every day. Because even prior to putting the blueberries in my cereal, the first thing I ever started doing was meditating every day. Because the way it was explained was like, if you just sit there for 5 minutes, you just sit there. Like, how hard is that? It's like, so that's what I did. I just sat there for 5 minutes. And then it got to the point where it was like 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. And I meditated every day. And then I did the blueberries. And then eventually it turned into keto. But I didn't see the newspaper hack. Let me find this. My mom covers the tops of cabinets with layers of newspaper to keep the tops free of grease and dust. Then we pull a layer off every few months. Whoa, that is a great idea. If you've ever been up there, it's so dusty. I don't know if they would be dusty here yet because we just moved in. But yeah, I remember going up there at our apartment and I put like LED lights. And it's so dusty up there. Have you tried cut the carb wraps? I have. I like them. They're pretty good. All right, let's check out these vegetables and see how they're looking. You should decorate a Halloween and Christmas decor. I feel like we're definitely gonna go all out for holiday decorations, having, maybe not when she's like an infant or even when she's like 1 or 2, but once she can like comprehend what's going on, I'm so excited to like make holidays like very special. And I love like Disney World and things like that, where you like step into a different world, like fantasy worlds. And I want to make sure that Baby Snacks has a lot of that kind of energy in her life, where like, oh, it's Halloween, so there's decorations everywhere. Oh, it's Christmas, let me like dress up like Santa and like go knock on her window or something, you know? All right, we're gonna do like 5 more minutes. They'll be ready in 5 minutes. For the average person, you could take them out after 10 minutes in the air fryer, but like I said, I like my veggies to be like burnt. Yes, Michelle, we do, and it's a girl. I'm glad you're here with us tonight. Use Teflon tape on the shower head threads, easy peasy. Yeah, the shower head I was explaining wasn't that simple because it was like a pull-off sprayer with the shower head. So you had to take the original shower head off, and then you put this like adapter on that has 2 different outlets on it, and then you put the shower head on, and then on the other one you put the sprayer, and it also had these pieces that go inside of the shower head and sprayer that's like a filter or something, and there were just too many steps. I messed it up. We don't have a chimney, but yeah, that's like the point, Dawn. What are you making? We're making green beans and carrots. I did keto. It totally worked. My cholesterol went up. Was I doing something wrong? Maybe the eggs and bacon for breakfast every day did it. So if your cholesterol went up, it could be an issue. It could not be an issue. The way to find out is if you ask your doctor. Your doctor may not even be aware of this yet. My doctor was not, and when I asked for it, it was her first time learning about the different layers of cholesterol beyond HDL, LDL, triglycerides. There's like a whole nother story to look at. And you ask your doctor for an LDL subclass test. And my doctor was like, all right, you're my first patient. I'm going to order this for her. She ordered it, got the results back, and she was like, interesting. Your LDL cholesterol, which is supposed to be the bad cholesterol, is elevated. But the particle size is not associated with risk of heart disease. So because I had high cholesterol, if I wouldn't have done further investigating and went to my smart friends and asked them what they would do, I would have just been like, dang, I guess I have to stop doing keto. But I went back to my doctor, got that test, and was like, oh, actually, there's no problem. And my doctor agreed with me. But until you get that test, I wouldn't just go based on what some guy on Instagram is saying, because maybe the dense LDL particles, which are the bad ones, are elevated for you, and that could be a problem. So go back to your doctor and ask for the new test and see what happens. My cholesterol really improved on keto. So thankful for all of the benefits I've gained from this way of life. Nice, Karen. That's amazing. Yeah, SDG. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but please, please, please ask your doctor for the LDL subclass test. And if they don't know what you're asking for, say, I want to look at the particle size of my LDL cholesterol. And that will, hopefully, if they're educated on the newest science, spark in their brain like what test to ask for. But most people take most people learn about nutrition for 1 semester, and then they're all of a sudden telling you what to eat. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, maybe the dressing up like Santa and knocking on the window was a bad analogy, but I just mean like I want to make her life exciting, you know, and I think holidays are a great way to do it. I don't even think I could reach the window unless I had a ladder. Oh, wax paper on the top of your cabinets is also a great idea. Do you have her name yet? I do, and we will reveal it when she gets here. By the way, shout out to my friend Steven, who said if you need help with the shower head to let him know. He helped install our kitchen faucets. Hey, shout out to V. What's good? All right, guys, I think the veggies are ready. Sometimes I would go a little more burnt, but I'll go ahead and put it under the camera so you guys can see. What's up, Dora? Why did you start keto? I was overweight my entire life and nothing seemed to work. And then I started keto and I found something that worked. And it's not that nothing worked, because that's not true. If you've restricted your calories and you're not losing weight, it just means you're not actually eating as little calories as you think. It doesn't mean that your body just doesn't burn fat in a caloric deficit, because it most certainly does. If any human on the planet stopped consuming calories, they would lose fat. That's just a fact. But the way I'm saying it, none of those diets worked for me, is I couldn't stick to them. Like, I would eat low calorie all day, and then at night I would be starving and I would go eat so much food. But when you're on keto, that doesn't happen, because the calories that you do eat are much more satiating and are much more hunger hormone friendly than a bagel and a bowl of cereal for breakfast. Like, these things spike your blood sugar. These things cause you to have a blood sugar crash 2 hours later, and then you end up starving. It's like, I don't think it's a good idea to try and lose weight by eating Frosted Flakes in the morning, because you're going to be starving when lunch comes around. And then if you try to eat a salad at lunch, you're going to be even hungrier at dinner. So like, starting your day with just straight carbs because it's low in calories may be sustainable for some people, but it's not sustainable for me and a lot of people like us. All right, this is what they look like. I'm going to put them on a plate. Birdie, you can have carrots. If you notice, this is like a quarter cup of carrots. It's not nearly enough to affect your ketones. I did. I lost 80 pounds in the first 2 years. All right, I'm grabbing a pair of thongs. Can you have one low-carb tortilla every day? I want to make wraps for work. Yes, you can, but it's like a personal decision. So certain brands are better than others. Some people run into issues when they're eating the Mission tortillas. If they cause issues with you, meaning they make you feel bloated, maybe they make you feel constipated, maybe they raise your blood sugar a little too much. If they're causing issues for you, find a different brand and see how you feel with them. But if you're eating the Mission tortillas every day and you're seeing results, you feel amazing, you're in ketosis, then I don't think it's a problem to eat them every day. So just listen to your body and find tortillas that work for you if you want to eat them every day. Hey, thank you, Tammy. So I went from 240 to 160. Now I'm around 180 because I lift weights now. I didn't really exercise when I was on my weight loss journey. Should we grate some Parmesan on top? Someone's trying to tell me they're called tongs, not thongs. You keep saying it incorrectly. I don't know what you're talking about. I literally, when I was at the store, I asked, where are your thongs? And they directed me to the thongs, and it was in the kitchen section. I put the green bean back on the pan because they're supposed to have these things trimmed off. I don't know what this is. I don't really know much about food. I just like making it in convenient ways and eating it. Okay, this needs a better angle for the picture. I don't know, it just looks ugly. Like I'm having trouble making this look nice. Maybe I need to get further away. It just looks so bad. This camera is like not enjoying this food tonight. Whatever, we'll use this as the cover photo. All right, let's put cheese on top. By the way, we buy, oh my God, I just tripped over Harley. We buy these giant blocks of cheese at Costco. Oh, Alfredo sauce sounds delicious. All right, let me take a picture with this much cheese, and then we'll add more cheese. Ooh, looks a little better. Pretty soon you'll be making baby snacks plates. I know, Karen, I'm so excited. Whenever I think about like the day she gets here, I just like immediately become very close to like crying really hard. Okay. Jen, I'm not able to use my phone for the picture because it looks good here. We'll just use this. Because I'm live, so I do still get food at Blockbuster. All right, I'm gonna put this back into the bag. All right, let's eat some of these. The block of cheese lasts forever. I think Parmesan cheese doesn't really go bad. This is my first time adding Parmesan. The carrots are so soft. Oh my God. All right. They are bussin'. Definitely recommend making them. But I gotta get off here. I'm actually not eating these right now. I'm gonna save them and eat them in like an hour. But I will see you guys tomorrow. So I love you. I believe in you. Have a blessed rest of your night.